In The Poetics of Space, Gaston Bachelard writes, "The house shelters daydreaming, the house protects the dreamer, the house allows one to dream in peace." Home, shelter, environment, or just a place we inhabit can shape our memories, thoughts, and even our dreams. However, domestic space can also represent how we recall our past, both emotionally supportive and as traumatic environments. As I work, each painting is a room and a place of shelter, bringing forward memories of people and experiences. Those glimpses of past perceptions are created using collaged images from personal photographs and carefully curated pictures from home and garden magazines. The furniture and objects selected within each room represent people from my life, and this series of work lacks any figurative elements. An underlining narrative of loss, abandonment, and a longing for a place to belong carries through each room. The piece I am currently working on is untitled. I begin my process by prepping a canvas with the GAC 100 and 2 coats of gesso and a final coat of absorbent ground. The collage is then traced onto the canvas. I begin painting with a monochromatic underpainting, blocking in shape, composition, and tonal qualities. I start painting a more extensive background to set the values. I use various textural hand-painted collage papers to add texture. The final painting is created using a palette knife to force me not to be too exact in minute details, but to share the larger overall image and create continuity in the application of media. The blue chairs represents two people and a new life. I selected objects that represent my first house with my husband. We worked for 2 years in multiple jobs to save enough money as a down payment on a small house. Moving into this house was one of the scariest things I've done. I had no family to help with the move, and when we got into the house, we didn't have enough money for furniture. We pulled together just enough to purchase a resin outdoor table and chair set, and we used this for our dining room for some time. A small figurine rabbit on the table represents a small stuffed bunny I had as a child. It was my safety blanket from childhood, something I never went without. 2 partial place settings of a fork and 1 knife represent the connection between my husband and myself, each bringing a partial piece to the table and to our lives. On top of the table is a pot of flowering apple blossoms, Malus domestica, and according to Victorians and their secret code of floral symbolic meaning, the apple blossoms would be decoded as a better thing to come, or fertility, or good fortune and healing, all attributes of a family that we were creating. The floor isn't completely rendered as solid, sharing an unsettled foundation that's yet to be built.